Hey, senior photographers. I'm pumped to be in here today to talk to you about social media. I know online advertising is the gorilla that we all feel that we have to tackle on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, and it leaves many of us feeling defeated and lost. I'm excited to come in here monthly with tips on how to make this juggernaut in your business just a little bit easier and less time consuming. First, let's have a quick introduction. I am Kody, Diane, Hajda. I'm based just north of Austin, Texas, and I've been a senior photographer since 2011. I actually hung up my camera bag in 2020 after years of pushing through extreme burnout. That's a conversation for another day. And when I picked up my camera last summer, I put myself on a mission to make this job easier and to help other photographers find peace as well. I now shoot seniors, small business branding, and I offer virtual services for other senior photographers. So before jumping in, I want to give you a statistic that is the basis of how I approach my marketing on social media. Only 10% of your audience actually sees your posts. I'm going to say that one more time. Only 10% of your audience at any given time sees any given post. I tell you this to introduce you, if you aren't already, to the concept of repurposing your content. I know a lot of us have felt like we're on a hamster wheel of constantly coming up with new content to put on Instagram, Facebook, newsletters, blogs, etc. When in reality, you have 80% of the content that you need already put together and on social media. So for this video, I'm going to give you 3 tips to help you streamline your marketing content and your planning strategy. Number 1 is to have a content library. I personally use Trello for this. I have a board set up with my content pillars, which for my senior photography segment is parent education, senior entertainment, client features, and promotion. And then to initially fill this library, I went back through 1 year of my Instagram posts and basically copied anything that could be considered evergreen, which is something that you can use over and over on a yearly basis. Took those captions and put them into the appropriate pillar. From there, when I'm planning my content for the upcoming month, I can run one caption start to finish through all of my channels. I start that content as an Instagram post, alter the caption to fit current trends, offerings, seasons, etc. And then from there, I run that one piece of content through the following. It starts as a post, then it becomes a reel, a story, Facebook post. If you use TikTok to market to your seniors, you can go to TikTok from there. Also blogs, newsletters, and then for those of you that you have a YouTube channel or a podcast, you can finish up that piece of content there. So one post is being repurposed probably over 6 weeks through all of my channels, but this is making sure that it reaches the largest portion of my audience possible. I also use a scheduler, and this is probably old news, but posting straight to Instagram is so 2015. I personally use Later. I've also used Plan, and I really like both of them. I have hashtags insets pre-saved into Later. I can schedule out my content, including reels at peak times, and see how they all fit together in a great preview. And then third and last tip is that you've probably heard this before, but it's to batch your work. I'm not going to go through here and tell you when or how much to batch, though. That is up to what you personally feel comfortable with and what keeps you inspired. I have a monthly date set in my calendar to batch all of my Instagram posts. My batch process looks like this. 1 day a month, I schedule out all my Instagram posts. 1 day, I convert and schedule those into blog posts and newsletters. And later, I also put together notes and in those to go into the stories tab. And either go on camera to film those or hop on Canva or Mojo that day and design them there. I personally find that stories is a good place to show your face and talk directly to your audience, so I try to keep my stories posts as something that I do on a daily basis. And also, quick, important piece of information to learn, in a new Instagram update, your stories are actually going to get condensed into 3 slides, with your followers having the option to click to expand it further. So, as with everything, make sure that you hook them early and try to keep your content condensed. And then last, for reels, I do these weekly. I find that trending sounds change so quickly, and you always want to be on the early wave of a trending sound. So rather than do those monthly, I stick to 1 day a week to do my reels. So this kind of wraps up today's video. I was asked to keep these about 10 to 15 minutes, but I'm not a long-winded person. It's really hard for me to spread out what I want to say for that long. So I hope that you've enjoyed this quick and concise little lesson. I also want to leave you with a little something to help you get started on making your content creation a little bit easier. So I have a freebie linked here for a template for a content library. You can get yours at that link that's provided, and it'll also be in the comments here of this video answering any questions. Please let me know if you thought this was helpful and what areas I can expand on in next month's video. When it comes to your social media content, where are you guys struggling? What can I help? These are kind of questions to ask below, and I'll make sure to touch on those going forward. Thanks, guys.